everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are Miss Biz, where we are putting the Miss in Biz.
I'm your host, Brooke Bolts. I'm an attorney and the founder of the law firm Bolts Legal.
And I'm your co-host, Rachel Bolts. I am the CEO and founder of Bolts Media, a full-service digital marketing company.
Should we tell them why we have the same last name?
Yeah, I guess we should clear the air a little bit. So Attorney Bolts and I have never been married before. She is married to my brother. So technically we are sisters from different misters.
The purpose of our podcast is to help business leaders and entrepreneurs accelerate their business through human influence, creative marketing, and maintaining integrity.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of those things briefly so that you know what to expect when you're listening to our podcast.
So the first tenet of our podcast is human influence. And human influence has been called a superpower. And it's something that is held by certain people who are very influential. You hear today the term influencers, the people who have a huge fan base. And ultimately, to grow your business, you need to have those supporters, those people who care about you beyond just your friends and family, the people who care enough about you personally, but also are interested enough in your content that they keep coming back and wanting to learn more about your business and work with you in whatever capacity you serve. So when we meet new people, they are creating first impressions about us within the first few minutes and even first few seconds of meeting. So we're going to talk in our podcast about ways to put your best foot forward in those initial meetings so that you can build a long-lasting relationship for years to come.
And the next thing we're going to talk about is creative marketing. So what is creative marketing? Creative marketing is anything that is memorable. It involves taking risks, and strategies are developed based upon your unique competencies. And what you do is you use that uniqueness for your advantage, which helps increase your visibility and your brand awareness. After all, if people don't know who you are, how will they do business with you?
They won't, because they won't be able to find you.
Exactly.
So something that I've learned with regard to creative marketing is that I've had to develop a thicker skin, and that's been part of my own personal development. When I first started my business, I was fearful to put pictures of myself out there, to make videos, because I was afraid of the negative comments that I would get on social media. And over the course of time, I have learned that it really doesn't matter if people have a positive or a negative response to your advertisement or your message. Ultimately, you cannot make everybody happy. Not everyone will like you. You're going to have haters. In fact, a close friend of mine once told me, if you have no haters, it means you're not doing anything. So having haters is actually part of the process. But what's important is that they remember what they've seen. If they just keep scrolling and without a second thought, then that's a loss, in my opinion. But if they stop and they make a comment, whether it's positive or negative, to me, that's a win because it caught their attention.
Exactly. And the next thing we're going to talk about in our podcast is integrity. So, Brooke, what is integrity to you?
For me personally, my definition of integrity comes from my Christian values. But in business, the way I define integrity is to treat people the way that I would want to be treated.
And integrity has a lot to do with trust-based sales. So people love to buy things, but they hate to be sold to. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to want to do business with you. And one example that I see all the time are at the mall. You're on your way to your favorite store and you get stopped by someone that comes out of the bushes and they try to give you a free sample of something. And then the next thing you know, you're in a conversation with them for over an hour and they're trying to sell you over $800 worth of products. And then after you tell them, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to go leave. Then they make a call to their supervisor. And then after they get off the phone with their supervisor, supervisor, then the next thing that you know is they're offering you the same amount of products for $100 instead of $800. And what that does is it breaks the trust, and people don't want to do business with people that they don't trust.
And once that experience has happened to you one time, you are going to prejudge new people you meet if you get that vibe that they are trying to sell to you in the same way that that person at the mall was. So there could be a person at the mall who is full of integrity, but because of that experience you had with the non-integrous person, you will prejudge the next meeting you have with someone who approaches you at the mall. So those prejudgments that people have are natural, and those are experiences in life that we approach new conversations and new meetings with. So we have to keep those things in mind, and we're going to be talking about ways to address those default no's that most people operate out of when they come to a sales meeting.
We just want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Everything that we are doing here is completely in service of you. We want to help you grow, and we want to be someone that can make a difference in your life. That is why we are here today, is to serve you. So we're excited to help you grow. We appreciate you tuning in today. If there's anything that you would like to hear or learn from us, please be sure to follow us and drop us a line, and we will be sure to cover those topics in detail. So thank you again, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.